Hey guys, jumping into a documentary from Orenji about Miku. I love Miku. She is awesome. I did ask for permission. Email them, never heard anything back. So I guess if it's a problem, they'll let me know. Hopefully not. I mean, you know, I did ask. All right, let's jump in. And obviously doing this in parts, like 5-minute parts.
Breaking new gate.
We are in Kumamoto, a city located in the prefecture with the same name on the island of Kyushu. This is where KOBATO Miku was born a few decades ago. Her parents were a remarried couple, and she has a half-brother who's 11 years older from her father's previous marriage. As you could imagine, she was a very active child, much to the dismay of her parents, who struggled to keep an eye on her, as she was the kind of child who snuck out of her house to play or run all around as soon as she was taken to large open spaces. She loved to play with boys at games like Chanbara, which is basically sword fighting for kids, or catch insects in the summer, but those little trips and games cost Miku a lot of bumps and bruises. Miku was introduced into music very early by her grandmother, who went to an enka karaoke class. When she was around 7 or 8, Miku fell in love with music and singing as she followed her grandmother to local public hall gatherings. At this time, Miku only knew enka, so that's all she sang. The first song she learned was Jindo Monogatari by Yoshimi Tendo.
Wow, she must be a legend with that voice. I don't think I've ever heard anybody from Japan sing this style. It's almost like a Sissel from Norway, or like an easy listening style of music that was really, really popular back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, even into the 70s. What a voice.
Her mother was worried that Miku would only be interested in enka, so she asked her to listen to other musical genres and offered her a CD of the idol band Morning Musume.
I have not heard of that band, my friends. I am going to write that down so I can check it out, because it sounds really, really cool. Always looking for new bands, guys. Every time I post something new that's supposed to be popular, just don't get the views.
And so, with time, Miku came to experience and listen to more and more different kinds of music. In high school, Miku was in the broadcasting club. Of course she was. This is the club responsible for those announcements that you hear in the school from time to time, like morning or lunch break news. Back then, Miku's friends were really into bands and took her to live performances of smaller amateur groups covering popular songs. Miku was not that interested in the bands, but this experience made her look into more bands to listen to. During her research, she came across Tokyo Jihen, a Japanese rock band formed around the popular singer Sheena Ringo. Miku was stunned by their sound and finally found the music that she wanted to do. It was also during this time that Miku's parents got divorced. and her father totally disappeared from her life. From then on, she had to live with her grandmother. It was a hard time for her and her family, but she tried to find a proper high school and think about her future. No time to think about making music for a living, even though this idea was starting to grow in her mind. When she was at university, Miku missed a lot of classes because she was working part-time to earn enough money to participate in multiple auditions in Tokyo. The problem was, she never told her mother about all her travels to the big city. And the more Miku went to Tokyo, the more she wanted to live there. So, in October 2010, on her birthday, Miku presented her I Want to Live in Tokyo plan to her mother to try and reassure her. This plan was basically to find enough part-time work to pay for her life there, along with vocal training. Miku knew that living in a big city like Tokyo would cost a lot, so she took as many jobs as she could. At one point, she had 3 different jobs, leaving her with just a few hours of sleep per day. She was willing to do anything to realize her dream. One of her jobs was at a maid cafe in Kumamoto. This is the kind of job that fit her perfectly, as she was very interested in customer service, loved to talk to people, and loved the idea of wearing a cute outfit at work. This particular maid cafe only lasted 6 months, until December 31st, 2010. It's hard for this kind of business to last in local cities like Kumamoto because of the lack of new customers daily. With nothing holding her back in Kumamoto and enough money from all her hard work, Miku quit university and moved to Tokyo to start a new life pursuing her dream of becoming a singer.
Well, you got to give her credit, guys. Wow. She worked hard. And moving to Tokyo, I mean, wow. I wish I could go there. However, from what I hear, it's like way super expensive. And sadly, I'll probably never get to go. But anyway, guys, that's the first part, and we'll pick it up tomorrow. I love this stuff, guys, learning about bands, and I really love Miku. So, super cool. And very informative. Learned a lot. So, all right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.